Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today we'll be working on a client that I haven't seen for 7 weeks. Her nails lifted since we didn't fill them, and we decided to remove everything and make a brand new set. For the set I decided to use the ACRYGEL with the standard forms, paper forms, and right now what you see is the nails after removing. So I am dehydrating the nail plate in order to apply the Bondex and prepare nails for extensions. This is the Bondex that we apply. It basically works as a double-sided tape that helps with the adhesion between the nail and an artificial product. First of all, I was thinking to use the plastic forms, the plastic tips, but then I decided that the better idea is a paper forms for this particular client. So in order to cover the Bondex, sometimes clients are not very careful and they can touch their phones or their hair or their skin. So in order to avoid this and avoid lifting, I usually apply one thin layer of the hard gel, and since all the materials can be used together, this will help us. So after applying the hard gel thin layer, we cure it in the UV lamp for 2 minutes and for LED 30 seconds. Right now I'm applying the forms, and first thing that you have to do is to measure to make sure the form is suitable for the client's nail. If it's not, then we have to custom cut it so we can perfectly fit it to the nail. First we're gonna fit it and see if it's working for us for every particular nail. When fitting the form, make sure the edges of the nail can fit in the form. So basically form has to go under the nail and there should be no gap between the form and the nail growth. So in this case it didn't fit perfectly, that's why I had to make a nice round cut. So as you can see right now there is no gaps and it actually fits perfectly now. Same we do with the second nail. Some nail tech like to throw away this little sticker. I prefer to put it under the form so the form can be more flexible and we can actually put it under and it can be very a little more stable than just one piece. For this nail we'll also have to custom fit the form to make sure it's fitting properly and correctly. I like to bend the form before I place it so it can repeat the curve of the nail. So here I stopped the video on purpose. I wanted you to pay attention on the direction of the nail where it grows. The same direction has the form, but in this case we have to be careful and actually have the form directed according to the upper phalanx of the finger, because that's going to be the correct direction in this case. That's how you can check yourself. I usually use the file to see where is going to be the correct direction for the form. We're gonna use the ACRYGEL, or we also call it Polygel, from Moyra. It's gonna be a cover pink, and let's see how it's gonna behave in the process. So we pick it up as a drop of the product and place it on the form. I didn't do this time any thin layer for the lengths. I just decided to go from one drop and see how it's gonna look. It's actually very easy to work with Polygel. It's very similar to acrylic and how you treat acrylic during the application. I'm not an acrylic person, I'm more a hard gel tech, but it doesn't seem to be very difficult, the application. I was trying my best to do as perfect shape as I could, and also the thickness, so I don't have to file it after. It seemed to work out, but I still have to file a little bit. I decided to do a second nail application before I cured the first one. I usually don't do that. I just wanted to see and kind of check how the Polygel will behave. So I wouldn't recommend you guys to do that. It's much easier to just at least flash cure it for 30 seconds so it doesn't fall on the sides. It's not as liquidish, obviously, as a hard gel, but still it's better to cure for 30 seconds. During the application, please make sure you follow all the rules, which are thin layer of the product by the cuticle area and the free edge. Also make sure you have an apex and enough product on the nail growth area, because we don't want to have any cracks on the sides, and that's why they usually a cure there, because there is not enough product, so be careful. When we're done with product application for all 10 nails, we should remove the tacky layer and start filing. So the filing scheme, you remember, is the left side, the right side, and then free edge. We are centering the free edge, making sure that it's also according to the upper phalanx. After we're done with left and right side, we're starting filing the surface. Make sure to soften the left and right ribs of the nail, softening the free edge. Free edge should not be thin, it should be the thickness of the credit card. When we're done with filing, we should remove all the dust with a nail cleanser and prepare for polishing. Today we decided to mix two colors because we couldn't find something that would suit my client's taste. That's why we decided to use those two colors, OPI and Perfect Match B52. We're applying 2 layers of this color as much close to the cuticle as possible. And after that we're gonna apply rhinestones. Rhinestones application, I usually use hard gel, clear gel. I apply it on the shape of the design that I'm gonna put on the nail, and without curing, just start to place one by one the Swarovski stones. And after I'm done with the whole design, only after that I'm curing the whole design. If you use bigger stones, be careful because they sometimes slide, so try to hold the nail as straight as possible so you don't lose the stone. Time to apply the top coat. My favorite one is Accents Shine On. I apply it to all the nails at the same time. Usually we don't cover the rhinestone design with the top coat, but in this particular case we decided to do that because my client is a dancer and she doesn't want to lose any one of them during her rehearsal. That's why you might consider doing that if you agree with your client. My end result looks beautiful. If you liked watching this video, please give me your thumbs up and subscribe, and thank you for watching.